An auto exec once told me that light-duty pickup truck buyers want a truck that looks like a heavy-duty model, and the heavy-duty truck buyers, well, they just want a semi-truck. And with their 2019 HD lineup, I think Ram is giving the people what they want. This is the all-new 2019 Ram 3500, and it's basically just a big rig in a more manageable size. Under this hood, which is now made of aluminum to save weight, you'll find a high-output version of Ram's 6.7-liter Cummins diesel engine that makes 400 horsepower and an unbelievable 1,000 pound-feet of torque. Said another way, this truck has more torque than a Dodge Demon and a Golf R combined. In order to generate and then contain that kind of power, several modifications had to be made to the truck's straight-six engine. To start with, the block is made out of compacted graphite iron, and to that, Cummins bolted a new cast iron head, complete with new exhaust valves and springs and new rocker arms. Other changes include pistons that are lighter and stronger, forged connecting rods, and a new exhaust manifold that serves as the mounting point for the new variable geometry turbo. Ram says this turbo can generate 33 psi of boost, which helps deliver max torque at a low 1800 RPM. Not surprisingly, Ram had to source a new transmission to handle all of that power. 3500 models equipped with the high output motor will use an Aisin-sourced 6-speed automatic transmission that's equal parts brain and brawn. In addition to just being beefier, it's got a dual-core processor to ensure quick and precise shifts. Of course, the Ram 3500's transmission wasn't the only thing that needed strengthening to cope with 1,000 pound-feet of torque. Models equipped with the high-output engine will also come with an upgraded Borg-Warner part-time transfer case and a 12-inch rear axle. As they tend to do, those big numbers lead to even more big numbers. Ram says the 3500 model equipped with that high output motor can tow 35,100 pounds and has a payload capacity of 7,680 pounds. But just in case you don't routinely trailer around a pack of elephants, there are a couple of other engines on offer. The first is the same basic 6.7-liter Cummins turbo diesel engine, tuned to make 370 horsepower and 850 pound-feet of torque. And the standard engine in the HD line is a 6.4-liter gas V8 with 410 horsepower and 429 pound-feet of torque. For the 2019 model year, the entry-level diesel engine gets a revised 6-speed automatic transmission that promises to shift a little bit smoother. And for the first time, the V8 model gets a new 8-speed automatic transmission. Both of those engines can be paired to either a manual shift or an electronic 2-speed transfer case. For 2019, all Ram HD models get a new frame that's lighter and stronger, thanks to being made out of 98.5% high-strength steel. There's also a couple of dampers built into the system that help reduce unwanted vibrations. To improve on-road manners, all 2019 HD models get frequency response damping shocks that constantly adjust to changing road conditions. To further enhance comfort, 2500 models have coil rear suspension, while the 3500 model, to cope with heavier payload capacity, uses a traditional leaf spring setup. Both 2500 and 3500 HD models can be fitted with an optional rear air suspension system. Now, one neat trick of that suspension for the new model year is a new bed lowering mode that does basically what it says. Let's say you have a heavy object you need to put in the bed of your pickup truck. You can simply lower the rear end to make loading that object easier. But what if you use your heavy-duty pickup for off-roading rather than hauling heavy machinery? Well, there's a Ram HD model for that too. The Power Wagon makes a return for the 2019 model year, and it's got all the stuff you'd expect: the factory lift, front and rear locking differentials, plus a few new features that should make your next off-road adventure a little easier. The 2019 Ram Power Wagon has a new 360-degree cam, along with a front-facing camera with guidelines, so you know exactly where you are and where you're going at all times. There's also a new 12,000-pound winch that uses a more durable synthetic line that doesn't fray or kink. As a bonus, that new line saves about 28 pounds from the Power Wagon's front end. And while we're on the topic of weight, Ram says it's managed to reduce weight on average by about 150 pounds for its 2019 HD lineup. Ram finished off its 2019 HD lineup by wrapping it in some shiny new sheet metal. All HD models get this new macho front end for the 2019 model year that kind of looks like a Ram 1500 on steroids. Compared to their regular duty counterparts, these HD models are much more imposing with this massive front grille and a deeper front bumper. But despite these tough guy looks, the new 2019 Ram HD actually has the lowest drag coefficient in the class. The rear end of the new Ram HD is a little bit taller than the 1500, but otherwise the two trucks are pretty much identical. The 2019 HD lineup shares most of its interior bits with the Ram 1500, which is a good thing. I'm in the basic tradesman model here, and everything feels quality, and I even get a high-definition infotainment screen. But the most noticeable change is at the top end, where it's easy to confuse the Ram heavy-duty with a high-end luxury vehicle. Top of the line Limited and Longhorn models have intricate stitching, leather covered dashboards, real wood trim, and a massive 12-inch touchscreen infotainment system. In order to alleviate some of the stress that comes along with towing up to 35,000 pounds, you can get the 2019 Ram HD lineup with a wide range of safety features. You can get things like adaptive cruise control, front collision warning, and an emergency braking system that also works with a trailer's brake system. The 2019 Ram HD lineup will go on sale later this year. Pricing will be announced closer to the truck's market launch.